What's up, y'all? So Nick Wright, he's breaking down the LeBron James and Lakers situation. So let's check out exactly what he had to say.
The summer of LeBron continues a bit, and there was a very seemingly interesting article written by Ramona Shelburne and Brian Windhorst that kind of set off a lot of conversation over the weekend. And it dropped, I think, Friday morning. Yeah, we weren't on TV. And then there was a Dave McMenamin report, and then there was an article edit that I find the whole thing fascinating. So I'm not going to go through every single stanza of this article, but I am going to go through it considerably because I actually, in credit to Chris Broussard, who on our First Things First morning meeting just a moment ago, when we were talking about doing this topic, he was like, how much of the audience do you think has actually read the article? I was like, oh, that's a good point, bro. So the beginning of this article is incredibly detailed about a May 3rd meeting at Craig's restaurant on Melrose in West Hollywood, a place I have been to, I think, once in my life with my buddy Colin Cowherd, and where Ramona and Wendy, and this feels like Ramona's side of it, they're just because of the LA-based reporting, but I don't know, detail a meeting between Luka, Pelinka, Redick, and Luka's manager, Laura Beth Seeger, where we find out what doors they went in, what wine they drank, all of this. And it's incredibly detailed, and it talks about that meeting. But that is not what people's takeaway or the thrust of the article is. Because the article's headline even, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, inside the most delicate superstar transition in NBA history. So the reason for that scene setting, it would appear, is that Luka was at this meeting and LeBron was not, which I don't find odd at all, personally, because the Lakers' first order of business this summer, and they treated it as such, was to cement and secure their relationship with Luka because they desperately need him to sign a contract extension this summer. Now, whether that's a 4-year deal or a 3-year deal, he can do 4 for 230, 223, or 3 for 160. The reason for doing the 3 for 160, as the article lays out, is it might set up more money long term in future deals. But regardless, they need to make sure Luka's locked in, and they need to do everything possible to get Luka locked in. And if I were running the Lakers, I certainly wouldn't be like, well, anytime we're meeting with Luka, LeBron has to be there.
Okay, so let me just jump in for a quick sec because, we know that LeBron James, he loves the attention. And this is the reason why he's been taking a lot of pictures in Ohio for the past couple of days, because he knows that he's going to generate headlines. So, let's get back to the clip.
Because these are the Lakers' attempt to compete this season is in one bucket. The Lakers' plan over the next 3, 5, 10 years is in another bucket. And both of those buckets necessitate a locked-in, dialed-in, committed Luka Doncic. So that is priority number one. And I think LeBron understands that the single most important thing for the Lakers this summer is to get Luka re-signed. So I wouldn't have viewed that as scandalous. Oh, the Lakers had a meeting with Luka without LeBron there. But it was treated like it was, in this article, like it was a fork in the road, where the Lakers are going down the Luka path rather than the LeBron path. And again, it is incredibly logical, and anybody that thinks LeBron is put off is bothered by the fact that the Lakers' priority number one is making sure Luka is a Laker long term, doesn't know LeBron James and doesn't understand the way he views Luka and what he understands about the NBA. Now, it is absolutely fair to say, and then I'll get back to the article, that LeBron feels like, all right, while trying to get Luka locked up long term, we should try to win right now because we were the 3 seed last year, because I'm still playing at a undeniable top 10 level. Luka is going to go into next year as one of the 3 biggest favorites to win league MVP. That's a team that, if you make the right moves, can compete for a championship. But those two things, not only are they not mutually exclusive, they are not in conflict at all. There is nothing better for Luka's long-term future with the Lakers than him stacking awesome seasons with the Lakers starting immediately.
What's up? Y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. The clip of the show, y'all, that was Nick Wright, and he was reacting to the whole LeBron James and Lakers situation. Because, some people, they claim that LeBron James, he want to leave the Lakers. And some people, they claim that the Lakers wants LeBron James to leave because they want to focus more on Luka Doncic. And, I've heard a lot of rumors about that. LeBron James is heated because, according to these sources, is saying that the Lakers, they decided to trade Luka Doncic. They were from Dallas to, the Lakers behind LeBron James's back. And he wasn't prepared that this was gonna be, a fight for the number 1 spot at the Lakers. And this may be the reason why he's feeling like, if I can't be the number 1 in the Lakers, then I might as well retire next year. And he's, at the end of the day, he's 40 years old. I think that he has maybe 2 years left. And as you heard in this clip, Nick Wright was speaking on LeBron James, and Nick Wright, and not only him but a lot of people have been claiming that LeBron James is actually jealous of Luka Doncic. And I think that this is actually true because LeBron James, he knows that he's old now, and Luka Doncic is a young guy, a young man, and he has probably 10 years left. He's probably reminiscing about the time when he was a young kid and young kid in the league, and he knows that soon it's gonna be all over for him. But at the end of the day, LeBron James is been one of the most consistent players in NBA, and he's definitely all-time great. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.